All rise for the Honorable Tim G. Jacob as he presides here on the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something.
Blessings. Let's hold court here today. Today's topic I want to get into is my top 5 teams, NFL teams who didn't make the playoffs last year, but I feel like they've got a strong shot at getting in this year.
Okay.
Now I would like to, as a disclaimer, say that I'm not including the New York Jets, and here's why. Because everybody says they Super Bowl bound. They already have they all they got to do is stay alive, and they supposed to get there. That's what they telling me. So, with that being said, why do I even need to add the Jets?
Okay.
Ain't no sense in it. Ain't no sense in even boring y'all with that. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into the teams that I think have a legitimate shot of getting into the playoffs this year, or teams that I think will take a step forward, make some real progression. But all 5 of these teams, I honestly think, can make the playoffs. They can get in because it's a 14-team format now, 7 teams in each conference. I think they can. I think it can. Now, let me start out with number 5, the Chicago Bears. I knew it. I knew he'd do that. I just sold it. I just had to give him that. They ain't even on my list. They ain't even on my list. That was a jokey joke.
Now, see that's just silly.
That's just silly. I know. I had to do it. I sat there, I thought about it. I said, I got to put the Bears in there right now. He ready for football season. You can see that, America. He ready. He ready to despise the Bears one more time.
Because these folks up here thinking that we about to get swept by the Bears now since Aaron gone. That what folks telling me.
Yeah, it is. That drew the emotion out.
The dirty, stinking, filthy Bears, by the way.
Now, number 5, the Washington Commanders.
Okay.
Ron Rivera fumbled the bag last year. Let's be real. He fumbled the bag. He went back to Wentz when he had a quarterback that was winning ball games. Okay. Now, I want to paint for y'all the picture of the last few games of the year for the Commanders real quick.
Okay.
So they played the Giants twice. They tied. They had a bye week. They turned around. They lost 20-12. In that game, the Giants got a fumble return for a touchdown.
Okay.
Then they turned around. They got one touchdown with Saquon Barkley. Rest of the points were field goals. The Redskins put up one touchdown. But on that score, they missed the PAT. So, I hate to do all the hypothetical stuff, but if you take away the fumble return touchdown and you kick the PAT, it could be a different story. But Ron fumbled the bag going back to Wentz. I don't know where people think Carson Wentz is somebody's savior. He ain't.
Right.
Does he have employment anywhere in the league right now? Somebody tell me. I don't even care to know. But if you want to tell me on this segment, you can tell me. But I don't care nothing about Carson Wentz. But he fumbled the bag. He should have stayed with Heineke, and he should have opened up his offense more. But this year, same offensive skill set group with Gibson, Robinson, Dotson, Scary Terry. Now, you're going to say to me, well, who the quarterback? They say Sam Howell is the guy. All I know is they got a very good defense behind them, too. That front 4 is a mug. Chase Young going to be hungry this year. He coming back. Now, they didn't re-sign him, but he going to come out and he going to try to secure some money somewhere, whether Washington wants him back or not. Emmanuel Forbes was drafted by him. One of the best corners in the draft. I think best corner in the draft, in my opinion. I know he's a little rail thin, but I think the boy's money. They're stacking up. Eric Bieniemy came over as the OC. They have every opportunity right now to basically do what the Giants did last year. Ron just got to let these boys let Bieniemy do his job. You focus on the defense. Washington's in the playoffs, which they should have been last year, but they followed the bag. It's on Ron. Ron, you're on the hot seat. I'm gonna say it like that. You're on the hot seat, Ron. Yes, that's right.
That's a tough division, that T.
I don't care nothing about it. You're on the hot seat.
Okay.
If you ain't in the playoffs this year with that, you got problems. Because remember now, they played Philly close. Philly close. They beat Dallas. I know that was the last game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They can win games.
Mm-hmm.
Ron got to put it together. It's on Ron.
Okay.
New ownership too now. So he need to remember that. They just closed the deal with the Snyders and everything. So all right. Number 4. This is gonna allow me to get some loving in my home. New Orleans Saints. They're gonna win the division this year. I believe that. I believe they can win the division this year. It's a weak division, and I know anybody can win the division. Anybody can win that division.
Yeah.
It don't matter who. It could be a college team. They could win that division. That division is weak.
All right.
Okay. So, but New Orleans stabilized the quarterback position. They did the right thing. They went and got Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr is going to have his best season as a pro this year. My opinion. Chris Olave, Mike Thomas back. Mike Thomas is motivated. Now the Kamara situation, I don't know where that's going to fall out to be.
Mm-hmm.
But they did bring in Jamal Williams, who I think is a very good pickup for them, just from his locker room presence. I don't understand why Detroit let him get out the room, but okay, whatever. But
he run that thing.
He run that rock.
Former Packer.
Very good defense. I expect nothing more than New Orleans to win that division. It's tailor made.
Mm-hmm.
Tailor made. All right. Number 3.
You just made a lot of folk around these paws happy now.
I know I can go walk in New Orleans now. It's all good. It's all good. Number 3. The team that I just spoke about, coach, is this next one. That Denver Broncos. Sean Payton in there. Sean finna show you why he's so masterful as a mind, just a football mind. Now, you're gonna say to me, well, he in the division with the Chargers and the Chiefs. I don't respect the Chargers.
I was just gonna bring up the Chiefs. I wasn't gonna even bring
I know you're gonna bring up the Chiefs. And I'm worried about the Chiefs now. I'm worried about the Chiefs a little bit. Some strange things that I don't understand. We're gonna see. So it's interesting. They're very, very small at receiver now. Very small at receiver. A lot of little small guys and everything. And I'm just wondering if health is going to be an issue for them.
Mm-hmm.
I get they got the great Pat Mahomes, and I get Andy Reid is a coach.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good coach.
And they got arguably the GOAT tight end in a lot of people's book. This ain't me talking.
I don't want to wish it on him, but every season, that injury bug gets closer and closer. Mm-hmm. He getting older now.
He getting older. That's true.
He may not just necessarily stay around for 16 games, 17 games like that now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think Payton gonna get it together. He gonna get this thing on the right track. Mm-hmm. He's got the offense. Javonte Williams, Judy.
Folk was slamming Russ last year.
Russ ain't got to do nothing but deliver the ball. That's all he got to do.
And a Payton system, he just needs to
place the ball where it's supposed to be, on time, and his life is gonna be simple. Life's gonna be easy. It's gonna be all right. That's all he got to do. Put it there. That's it. He ain't got to do nothing. He ain't got to audible nothing. He ain't got to adjust, check, nothing. Put it there. That's his job. That's his job. That's all he got to do.
Do you think some of the I don't know if this was media driven or not. Okay. You know how the media does it.
It was media driven. I'll just go ahead and say it.
You talk about the stuff that was coming out, like Russ on the plane, and then Russ saying this, Russ doing that, all this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. And here's why
stuff dripping out last year.
And here's why I know that I know who's running the show up there, because Sean Payton walked in the room day one and said, "Hey man, all them folks that's with you, they got to go. I'm the guy. I'm the captain now." All right. It's gonna be different up there now. All Russell got to do is one job. Well, two. Put the ball where it's supposed to be. and make sure they get video Sierra every now and then. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Number two, Dylan Smith.
Talk to him.
We've been talking back and forth here lately.
That's our young boy, America. That's our young boy.
That's our resident Pittsburgh Steeler lover hater.
That's the best way to describe it.
Hater lover, whatever way you want to call it.
Lord, it seems like more hate than love.
Tomlin runner offer. Y'all number two. I'm gonna tell you something. Everything about Pittsburgh, it's all there.
Like Jesus.
It's all there. Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth. He want to tell me Kenny Pickett ain't that dude. Well, you know what? All I know is Kenny Pickett was 75 last year when he got to start as a rookie. That's all I know.
Winning record as a rookie ain't bad.
Get your defense back. You get your defense healthy.
Especially in that division.
You need it. Minka in the back end. You got TJ Watt up front, Cam Hayward. They signed Pat Peterson. This is the year. Now,
I missed that. They signed Pat Peterson.
Got Pat Peterson over there. I'm just saying. This is the year. This is the year. It's going up.
They trying to get back to Blitzburg type shit.
It's going up.
Like with a real defense for real.
Now, I know that, Patrick Peterson's a little older. I get it.
Yeah, he on there. He
on up there. He on up there.
He might get that veteran leadership or something on that
but,
side.
I mean, he's 32. I think he can still give me.
Yeah, you can still get down at 32.
Yeah. And so, I mean, really, in that division, you the Bengals are your best receivers that you're gonna see. Because you really don't know what Odell's gonna do.
Yeah, I'm about to say Odell.
You don't really know. You don't know how far Odell gonna go. You don't know how long them tires gonna hold up.
Yeah,
there ain't no mileage on them tires no more. You just got to put the tire on and hope for the best. That's Odell.
Them damn Bengals though.
They tough, but Pittsburgh has played them tough. Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken, split with them last year, if I remember right now.
Okay.
But all I'm saying is this. It's all there. They had a very good draft. They brought in Broderick Jones. They brought in Joey Porter Jr., who's going to be a hell of a corner come the end of the year, I believe.
Chip on his shoulder, you think? I saw the clip with him and his daddy.
Joey Jr.?
Yeah.
Well, I felt like he was a first-round talent.
Mm-hmm.
But Pittsburgh did the right thing, moving up, go get him. Did they move up to get him? I can't remember. I think they did. I can't remember. But anyway, they got their guy. I told the youngin' Dylan, he can tell you too, off camera. I told him O-lineman and corner is what y'all need to do in this draft. And what they do. O-line and corner. That's why I got a JD in Pro Sports Analysis. This is what I do. Number one, Detroit Lions.
What?
Yes, they making the playoff this year. They're getting in.
So you didn't put the Bears, but you still at your number one.
Yep, that's why I said
in one of my rivals.
I told him America that Dylan, and my boy over here were gonna be hot with me after this segment, and I know it was right.
And I was wondering about these boys. I saw these schedule folks and put them on the opening day with Kansas City. And usually you don't start that opening day with just no slow game.
That's gonna be an interesting game.
So it look like folks folks thinking these boys finna do something this year, and I don't like that.
Game. It's gonna be an interesting game.
Like
we'll see. They went in, they got corner help. They got Gardner Johnson from Philly, great slot corner. They went and got Emmanuel Mosley from my boys, who I hate to see him go, but he went. Cam Sutton from Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. Now, you would say they had a questionable draft. You may say that, but the Jahmyr Gibbs kid brings some juice to that running back position. He brings some juice. So I'm be interested to see what this kid does. If they can open him up some holes and get him some lanes, I'd be interested to see how this gonna turn out. Now I know they got David Montgomery. Amon-Ra St. Brown is is a problem. Very interesting though that Jameson Williams to me, that situation with him, shaking the rocks in the facility or whatever he was doing, gambling, and got him costing the 6 more game when that what he was doing, whatever he was doing. I don't understand that. Like this your year to be
That's
the
what that was about.
Yeah, he was gambling. I don't know if it was sports betting or he, shooting dice or what. I don't know. Playing 3-card money. I don't know what the hell he was doing. But you just missed a bunch of games leading up to the end of last year, and then you get back, and then now you want to ass up and do it again. It's like, what are you doing, son? Mm-hmm. Come on. But Detroit is very, very much talented, and I do believe defensively they made steps forward. I do think you're gonna see more James Houston this year.
Shout out to James Houston, but Mr. Houston,
what
I don't need you to be a problem when you play the Green Bay Packers.
Well,
I don't need that in my life.
Well, you better get ready then, because he coming around the corner. But I'm just saying, Sam Laporta, they say, is a really good tight end. They think he's gonna be like one of the best tight ends. He could be the best tight end in the draft. I don't know. We'll see.
It sounds like you got the boy winning the North, T. Is that what I'm hearing from you?
I'll put it to you like this. I'm not gonna do that yet.
We gonna wait on
because we got time.
I
got time.
You got to get.
But I do know this.
Training camp and all that stuff in.
I do know this. If they hadn't lost to Carolina late in the year, and they'd have gotten the Bills on Thanksgiving, Detroit have been in the playoffs. Easy. And for a team to start 1-6 and then win 6 of their next 7, and I mean they were winning. They were winning ball games mid-year. But to start 1-6 and turn it around like that is impressive.
They single-handedly kept us about that thing when they ain't had nothing to play for other than keeping us out that thing.
That's all they wanted to do. There's something about Dan Campbell that's working right now. That's working for that squad. They believe in that guy. They have a very good offensive mind, and Aaron Glenn is doing a good job with the defense. I think he'll do an even better job next year. This year coming up. Detroit coming. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but they coming.
I don't like that whatsoever.
Luke said Cap D coming, and I ain't never figured out who Cap D was. But I'm just saying.
All right. So let's run it back down for the people. Okay.
5, I got Washington.
Again, America. This is coming from the honorable one. You see him there in his role. Okay. Right. You see here. He's let y'all know that he has a JD in pro sports analysis. Okay. JD. This is not a game. Okay. So you need to take this seriously when he speaks. Okay. Right. So at 5, again, in terms of Tim G's top 5 NFL teams that are on the rise, teams that didn't make the playoffs last year, that you see making the playoffs next year. At 5, you had
Washington Redskins.
Well, of course, we know that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Commanders. My apologies. I'm old. I've been around a long time.
All right. At 4, you had
New Orleans Saints.
All right. At 3,
I got the Denver Broncos.
At 2,
Pittsburgh Steelers.
And at 1.
You don't want me to say it? You want me to say it? Detroit Lions.
See, I'm just not used to having to worry about them.
I know.
Like I'm used to worrying about the Vikings and the Bears. I'm not used to having to worry about them. Because Barry Sanders been gone for a long time now. Yeah. So I haven't really had to worry about them boys.
No Calvin, no more Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin and Stafford. Yeah, they did their thing offensively, but you know something about we seem to pull it out most of the time with them. But
they coming. I just feel like they coming. They on their way. They pulling up.
America, y'all chime in and let us know, do you agree with the honorable one?
You know they don't, but that's okay.
In his assessment. Whatever the case, this is his ruling for today.
Right. That's right.
Put it on some.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?